Hey everyone, Emerald Rose here, and this is my reaction to RWBY Volume 6, Episode 11, The Lady in the Shoe. And without further ado, we're going to be starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, there's the logo. Yeah, I moved past the genlock. Alright, thoughts on what's going to be happening in this episode? I guess the mech fight in Atom. I mean, there's no great mystery of what is going to be happening in this episode, just in how they're going to execute it. We'll probably see. God, what will we see? I think they'll put up tension for the mech fight, but it's. I don't see Caroline or Coraline or whatever that woman's name putting up too much of a threat, because it's a little known secret. Mechs on mechs start threatening. Mechs against like a huge populace are threatening. Mechs against protagonists are not threatening. It's a bad habit in mech animes. It just you can't put up the tension with that kind of scale. It just ends up making everyone expect the David and Goliath situation. Adam will probably have him monologue a bit. That's probably how they're gonna die out this tension, and then Yang will eventually show up. It's not really much prediction as in what they have to be doing. Alright, it's almost about to start. RWBY just stood up and Matiom. Alright, here we go. Yeah, here we are, the mech fight. Yeah, that actually is a good point. Why fight her? All they have to do is escape. Like, they can't escape, like, safely, but they could just, you know, run and take the ship. Okay. So they sniped a missile. But why give your position away like that? You're a sitting duck against like Mac rounds or whatever they would designate the cannon as. Oh, they're dust rounds. I guess. I mean, dust is supposed to be what replaces energy, but also, when did Weiss just completely break the magic system here?
Probably meant for giant grim that come in from deeper waters.
Okay, but not really. Are you saying that it's meant to be fighting kaiju?
Well, they can take my driver's license, but I won't let them take this ship.
They can just hide the ship deeper in the woods.
Anyone who can grab a bird's eye view.
You said you needed me on the ground? Not exactly.
Why isn't she firing again? She knows that they're probably behind the ice wall. Alright, well... Really? The glass isn't protected against random, just normal gunfire? Okay, what's with the time shenanigans? And those are really weak warheads that didn't even seem to damage the wall. Do they need to make the platforms? Can't they just make a straight runway? Okay, that's really tangential. Like, really. And the one who's only useful in that group is Noro. And they have, and she has force fields. Why isn't there force fields near the cockpit?
Or do lesser kingdoms simply lack proper education?
Okay, that actually could be unique, but
Saw that. Need to find whatever's generating it.
so. Oh God. Why should you have to antagonize him though like that? Okay, now Crow, just stand there and curse her with your bad luck by proxy. Oh, why shoot the gun? Guns don't do anything in this universe. Okay, now they... Oh, no, it's just an attack. Okay, what kind of force, though, would that bring? It's just freezing.
RWBY, move!
RWBY, move! They're obviously firing the cannon at you. Or, I guess, the rockets. Oh, so now she decides to go air... Well, wouldn't that have been easier just to use the wafts? And they keep on saying yes, no, maybe so on the shielding, but... So, is it just force field on the left hand, or what? And what is this metal? Like, they're just poking holes in it like it's like it's paper mache. So now just go, like, do a push-up in the water and drown them.
What if I hadn't caught you?
Well, don't you have, like, a weird semi-flying, though, with your speed? You could just change your trajectory and get to the shore. I have a hatch like that. Yeah, that's all that protects the shielding. It's just a single panel that can be prodded open. Again, the weird dialogue on that. Why take Crow? You can fly. Yeah. Nora, why did you try to tank that? No, all of your aura break. Or all of your aura broke. See, why did she cancel her dash like that? She could have made the shot, or at least gotten closer.
This is what happens when...
Why is that dialogue?
We gotta do something.
Okay, now she gonna kamikaze? Oh, come on! Literally within the first season, you had a track to run up a mountainside. You're saying you can't do that now? All right, what? It just caught the missile in hand? That's not... Don't give up the easy kill for the grudge. Oh my... How is that even a thing? How is lobbing a missile like that, like it's a softball, make it hit its target? It's not a... It wasn't even firing. Like, torpedoes or those kind of missiles aren't aerodynamic in that sense. Okay, momentum, good start on it.
Can you
Again, Adam, I'm sorry, but you ran last volume. You don't have the high ground in this. Okay, what? The blade missed everything but her clothing? I didn't like that coat anyway. Alright, better scenery. Better scenery. Really? The sheaths match so that she can catch his katana blade? Stop with the creepy X stuff.
But you're selfish.
Okay, more abusive stuff. Oh, it actually broke her weapon. That's okay. So she'll need an upgrade or something. Oh, the face reveal.
In all sorts of ways.
So she knows, I guess,
No
or
one
she's
ever
not being
quite
shocked. What is that? A 5-0? What, is his eye blind too?
So, tell me, Blake, how does it feel?
But again, you know her power. Like, why are you surprised when she ducks out like that? Oh. Well, yeah, the bike was pretty much useless in all honesty. Like, it was literally just a ball and chain for the group, hurting momentum. So now they're giving the Yang versus Adam fight. She wasn't even hit there. She wasn't stabbed there. Like,
Right, Blake. It's okay. We have unfinished business.
even her out, Adam. Okay, well, when was that ever a thing? When did he get shadow clones? Okay, good so far. Everything, the choreography is pretty on point. More shadow clones though, and then his
semblance is like yours.
Zetsu.
Without having to feel it? That's just cheap.
Well, he has to block it, like. I mean, that was like volume. That was the trailer, in fact, where we first saw how his semblance, I guess, work is where he stores it in the blade. All right. Kind of a Bleach, magic swipe there. It was a good light effect in the. I guess her arm is grim. It doesn't have aura to be protected. He's still doing fine. You're not from the. You only have numbers on him. He's still doing serviceably well in the fight.
Trying to scare me away so you won't have to die trying to protect her.
And I'm not protecting her.
I get what they're trying to do with that, but I guess they should have gone more along the lines of what they're trying to do, which is defeat Adam. Like, again, they have their own shit to be doing. It's not so much protecting as in getting rid of the threat. Alright. thoughts on the episode titled The Lady in the Shoe. A lot of mech fighting. This was a pretty short episode, all things considered. Yeah, without the intro and Genlock stuff, it's sub 15. I mean, the Adam choreography was all in all pretty good, especially in the post-Mani volumes. It was very good, like especially with the gang keeping on the offensive with firing herself into Adam's guard, like always on the attack, none of the random jumping around or Adam doing like a windmill to block projectiles. At least that I saw, that I can immediately remember with my short-term RWBY memory. What else? Adam's face reveal. Fine, I guess. I mean, they kind of just left the what WTF with the brand or the scarring. Like, what caused that? Like, I guess it's just supposed to be implied slavers or as retribution, but that is specific enough that it kind of warrants okay, who's 505, or are you 505, or is that an SOS? Is it 509? Like, and can you see out of your eye? Like, what do you need to go to Atlas to get magic old lady goggles? So they're probably going to be building that to the next few episodes, but I don't know. I think with the face reveal, they should have explained what the hell that is, especially since from the Adam short that they had before this volume, he put on a mask and no one asked, oh, that's convenient. Now we don't have to look at your awfully disfiguring facial scars. Like, it wasn't that he was wearing a mask all the time and then he decided to do Grim Mask as a I am what they fear now, or some such villain motivation. Downward to the mech. They're not really going for the everyone's harassing her like 1,000 little ants. Like they kept on switching between fronts. Like first it showed to RWBY doing a single pot shot into the cockpit. Then it went to what did it even go into next? It went to them scooting down to make a ground assault on it. Then it went to Nora being the only useful member on the shore with Juniper doing rocket launching. Then Crow goes in to sabotage. Like, it's all. I'm not going to do a play-by-play, but I hope people are getting what I'm going at. They kept on going 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. None of them were actually firing all together. In fact, she even stopped the fight to explain the shield generator that was really, really sparse. Like, it only worked when she put out her hand. Like, it didn't guard any other part of the armor mech, because after that, they kept on making dents and scars and scratches and really, really, really weak metal. I guess Atlas does, like, lowest bid contracting, because literally every time someone scraped it with a blade weapon and just tore apart. Like, the only damage that really happened was RWBY's sniper fire onto the cockpit. Like, I think I even mentioned it when Crow was right up next to her, not cursing her. Again, Crow, your preferred class would probably be Saboteur. Just stay close to her, cursing her with your bad luck. But when he was there and he popped a hole into it, and then he took out the gun portion of his greatsword. Like, guns don't work in RWBY. I mean, I get the joke, it's also a gun meme, but guns don't hurt anyone in this series. There's been no fatal or even superficial wounding from gunfire in this series. So why did he switch to his pistol or whatever the actual technical term for his weapons long range version is? But he should have just taken the greatsword or scythe and just kept on drilling and hacking. And then they also say, oh, it's video game logic. Let's just aim at the back and not the blatant cockpit. Like, that's not the rule of video game bosses, to aim at their back. It's aim at the shiny, obvious hit point. Like in Dark Souls, it's always blatantly for enemies that have weaknesses. Like I'm thinking of the Cursed Grado. It's obvious the like sores or the growths that you always hit. In Legend of Zelda, the weak point for Twilight Princess was Ganondorf's huge gaping chest wound. Like it's not backs, it's the obviously glowing portions of the boss. What else? I'm glad that they got rid of the damn motorcycle. Again, I get that Yang was like sub mobility or sub transport, like that was her kind of her class, but they really have never utilized the bike. Like I guess Volume 2 was the last time it was used in combat. Other than that, it's just been okay. The explanation of how Yang gets put to places faster than any other person. Like they didn't. They only really even used it this volume after they got hitched up with the barn or hitched up with the farm. Like they didn't use her to scout ahead. There's been no problems with gasoline or such. Like it's just been Yang's carry on. Like Weiss has infinitely self-perpetuating luggage and clothing because again everyone's been wearing the same clothing for months on end. So unless they have spares, they're really liberal with their wash cycles or they wash constantly. Again, a short episode, so not much to talk about. Plus, on the choreography, the original stuff with Blake and Adam, it was a good idea to get his weapon away from him, but I don't know. When he already did stuff where he like launches his katana hilt towards her and it comes back to him no problem, it kind of suspends disbelief that she's able to throw it away from him. Like all weapons, if you can throw them, kind of have Maria's callback feature. Like it doesn't need to be special, but Blake's weapon is broken now, so she might get an upgrade by the end of this volume or start of volume 7 if they last that long. Alright, I've rambled long enough on this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and as always, this is Emerald Rose. Have a good time.